All right, guys, we are back again, and we're going to try something a little different for us. Our channel here is known for sports and entertainment, but we have never tackled baseball. Now, we've had a few episodes where we've incorporated baseball a little bit, but we've never had a drafting challenge focused on Major League Baseball. That's what today is going to be. The usual here, we're going to have 30 seconds on the clock once we get started. We need to fill out a roster, a starting rotation of 5 pitchers. We're going to narrow this down just a little bit to guys that pitched in the 2000s forward. So even if you started your career, maybe let's say in the early 80s and you pitched until 2000, you're eligible to make the list. And we'll just say that it's still these guys in their prime, because in that example, you wouldn't still be in your prime in 2000. But for purposes of this drafting challenge, that's what we're going to do. I went ahead, entered our names in the random generator to see what order we would select in. Mike gets the number 1 pick in the draft. I get number 2, and Marty is number 3. So without further ado, any questions before we jump in and get this rapid fire going?
Nope. I'm ready to get going. I already have my first pick written down here, so...
And then I will jump in and say, before we get started, we try to differentiate a little bit here on the podcast. So, as I've said the last couple of weeks, take a moment, if you would, right now, hit the damn like button, hit the subscribe button. Just do it. Look at our faces. Do it for us. We'd appreciate it. And please comment below. Give us your starting 5. We're not going to get the starting 5 that we want because we're drafting against each other. But if you could just pick your starting 5 MLB pitchers, create your rotation for your team, 2000 forward, who would you pick? We'd love to see your selections. So without further ado, Mike is on the clock here. His 30 seconds starts now.
And I don't need 30. I am going with Clayton Kershaw as my number 1 pick.
Be mine.
We're going new school.
Oh, absolutely.
More recent. Okay. Again, and all the lists that we use here are going to be different. The list that I'm looking at, the number 2 pitcher of all time, and is, again, somebody I'm familiar with. I used to watch baseball, was a big baseball fan in the 80s into the 90s. So this guy's in my wheelhouse. I'll go with Greg Maddux.
Greg pitched in 2000?
2008.
Wow. Okay. Well, I will jump in with my pick. I'll do Justin Verlander.
Nice.
Hey, so I'm the only one going somewhat old school at the moment.
Yep.
All right. Rapid fire here. We have our first selections. Damn good rotation starts. Who wouldn't want to have these starting pitchers? Mike is up next.
I'm going with another new school guy and Max Scherzer.
That was going to be mine.
Okay. I am up next. And I don't know if I need to be cognizant between righties and lefties, and I don't have that on my list, but I don't know if we're going to have the time in this 30-second time limit for that due diligence. I don't know if there's any old school guys watching this. Maybe they'll appreciate my list. I'm going to go with a giant of a man, a hell of a fastball, Randy Johnson.
Again, I didn't realize that he was pitching in the
Randy
2000s.
pitched until 2009.
Oh, okay. Is
Now,
it me
according
next?
to my list? Yeah, Marty's 30 seconds are almost up, ladies and
Roy
gentlemen.
Halladay.
Oh,
Marking down.
Nice.
all right. Mike,
All right.
on the clock.
No brainer here for me. I'm going with Boston Red Sox legend, not Roger.
Oh.
Pedro Martinez.
Oh, I thought you were going, well, yeah, can we go with Roger?
Pedro
I don't want that filth
was
in my
a
locker
stud.
room.
All right. I am on the clock. Yeah, it's tough because Roger, again, growing up as a fan in that era, Roger was, I mean, top of the food chain. So,
I mean, I guess we could take somebody like, I mean, obviously it's, you know, we can
just
do
have to be
whatever
a
we want.
non-juiced Roger.
A non-juiced Roger was still a damn good Roger.
Yes,
Yeah,
it was. Well, you know what? My 30 seconds is about up. Let's create some controversy here.
it is.
Roger Clemens.
Ooh.
Nice.
I'm going to have a talk with him, tell him to put the needle away, so he'll be clean on my staff. All right. Marty is up.
I'll do Johan Santana.
Nice. I was looking at Johan as well.
All right. So Mike, as a quick recap here, has 3 starters. His rotation consists of Clayton Kershaw, Max Scherzer, and Pedro Martinez. Who is next?
I am going to go with yet another new school guy. I'm going with Jacob deGrom, who, if you look at his statistics, they're very deceiving because his win-loss record is 66-49. The poor guy, though, I mean, he's won multiple Cy Youngs. One of those seasons when he won the Cy Young Award, I believe his record was barely over 500, but his ERA was either 1 something or in the low 2s. So he got hideous run support. But Jacob is a beast.
I'd like to say I've not heard of him.
And I was just going to say, for full disclosure, and I've never heard the name. So that shows you what I'm working with, ladies and gentlemen. Mike is certainly the expert. From the 3 of us, he is an expert.
Maybe out of the 3 of us. Let's.
Yeah, and I see some new school guys on here, like this Zach Greinke, who I've heard of, but yeah, I'm just going to go with what I know. So I'm going to go with a guy here that talk about big news and what he was able to push through. The bloody sock. Kurt Schilling on my team.
You are getting old school.
Yep. Kurt pitched until 2007.
And we're doing 5 guys, correct?
Yes, this is our usual draft.
So this is
every episode we have these
pick.
drafting challenges, ladies and gentlemen, over a variety of topics. It's always 5 picks. So
I'm going to throw in a lefty, Madison Bumgarner, right in your guy's face. And not only am I going to use him as a starter, he's going to come in a tough situation since he's a lefty and give me an easy out.
And we are just picking basically our starting 5 rotation. So I'm assuming
no not, closer or anything. Okay. This is
just to clarify that, because that was going to change the direction I went in here. All right, so it's off to me for my final pick here.
It is indeed.
And wow, there's nobody that really jumps out at me, so I'm just going to go based on the one list I'm looking at here. I'm going to go with another guy that's somewhat controversial in the vein of Clemens. I'm going to go ahead and go with Curt Schilling.
Oh, wait.
Was he listening?
Oh, wait, did Tommy pick him?
Oh, God. What's going on?
I'm sitting here trying to...
Yep, I do like that, though, so that means Mike loses his pick. All right.
Okay.
I'm going to go with...
Piss.
We'll give Mike an additional 5 seconds.
No, I already know who I'm going to go with then. I'm going to go with Chris Sale. Another new school guy.
Oh,
Chris Sale.
My apologies to Mr. Sale. You know what? And obviously, no, I'm not, because I almost pulled a mic. That guy is already.
Yes.
This guy's a little out of my wheelhouse, but I still know the name. On my list, he's ranked as the 22nd greatest pitcher of all time. So I'm going to go with him. Mike Mussina.
Oh, nice.
He was with the Padres at one point, right?
And the Orioles, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you all the teams these guys have been with.
Is it me?
And it is you with the final pick.
With another lefty, a big man.
Rob Dibble.
C. Sabathia.
Oh, yep.
And with that, this was a close one. I barely pulled it out at the end.
DC is on my list here as well. And he is or at least he was a beast of a man. Yep. I think he's trimmed down and he's shredded now.
That was a
Yeah,
close
some of
one.
these looking before we get to our recap here, and then we'd love your opinion on who you think won this drafting challenge between the three of us. But again, going back to my day, David Cohn was one that I could have picked. Well, Tom Glavine could have paired him up with Greg Maddux.
Forgot Glavine, I know, pitched with the Mets in the later years.
And Brett Saberhagen pitched until 2001.
Jeez, did he really?
Yeah.
If Tom pulls out a Oral Hershiser and says he pitched in 2000.
Oral Hershiser. Yeah, he pitched in 2000.
Did he really?
83 to 2000. No,
my gosh.
Tom Glavine pitched until 2008. Man.
Chuck Finley, Cole Hamels. So there was a lot of selections here. But let's go to the recap, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what you think about the winner here. Mike wound up with Clayton Kershaw, Max Scherzer, Pedro Martinez, someone named Jacob deGrom. I'm just kidding. I just don't know current baseball. And Chris Sale. I wound up with Greg Maddux, Randy Johnson, Roger Clemens, Kurt Schilling, and Mike Mussina. Marty got Justin Verlander, Roy Halladay, Johan Santana, Madison Baumgartner, and CC Sabathia. Who had the best draft? Marty's confident that he did. I pretty much know that I did. I bet Mike thinks the same thing. You let us know. So that is it for this drafting challenge. We appreciate you guys stopping by. I appreciate you a little bit more if you hit the like and subscribe button. It would help us out, help the channel out, and we would be eternally grateful. So until next time, thank you guys. Have a good one.